Hey, beautiful people, come on in, come on in. It is Sunday Soul Care. You know, we're a few minutes early. That's okay, though. That gives you time to get your water, and get your water intake, and get your notebook, your pen, pencil, all that good stuff. All right, so you got a few more minutes. Um, Yeah, come on in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have a countdown for y'all soon, so that way, y'all won't just I won't be on here too early. But y'all know I'm an early bird. I like being places early and whatnot. But come on in, you guys. I am your girl, Coach T. Listen, if my chair keeps falling down, I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure why my seat. So just mind your business if you see me sinking. All right. I don't know. It's on lock, but I don't know. But anyhow, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, beautiful people. It is Sunday. It is Sunday, and I'm excited to be in the place again. I am excited. Last Sunday, um, it stormed. So, and it knocked out the power, whatnot. So here I am. I'm not complaining. I'm super like excited to be with y'all. So come on in. All right. All right, you guys. It is 7 o'clock on my clock. It is 7 o'clock. So welcome again, you guys. It is Sunday Soul Care. Oh my gosh. The weeks are I'm looking at the calendar and I'm like, we're going into the third week of July. The third week of July, right? Y'all forget my little ponytail. The third week of July. So listen, these days are going. But I listen, as long as I'm alive, I am good. I am not stressing. I'm not complaining. None of that. Okay, none of that. So listen, um, welcome again. I am your girl, Coach T, Coach Tashawn, Coach Trinette. How you want to call I am her, your relationship and marriage communication coach. I'm sorry, y'all. The phone is ringing or whatnot. Y'all should know that I'm on at 7 o'clock. Uh-huh. I'm on at 7 o'clock. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, it is Sunday Soul Care. This is a peaceful pause before the new week. So every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, like I said, last week the storm came through and it interrupted our, broadcast. So, but tonight I'm here and we're gonna finish off that segment. We're gonna finish what we started, meaning we're gonna start where we are today, right? And honestly, that message fits perfectly, right? Because sometimes life interrupts. Sometimes life interrupts and interrupts the plan. But guess what? You don't have to start over in shame. You start from where you are. And that's what we're going to talk about. We can simply start from where we are and keep moving forward with God. So, of course, I got my notes. I got my Bible. I got my pad and all of that. So you can take good notes. All right. So tonight we're going to step into a new month and new quarter. And we are talking about pausing, positioning our hearts, and pressing forward one faithful step at a time. So again, the theme is start from where you are. And our focus is new month, new quarter, not starting over in shame, but starting from where you are and moving forward with God. And two of our anchor scriptures tonight, Zechariah 4:10. I'm reading from the NIV version. Who dares despise the day of small things, right? And then Philippians 3:13 and 14. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal, right? So those are our two anchor scriptures for tonight. So listen, let's go ahead and get started with this thing because I don't like to keep you long. I'm not going to stress you, but get your water. Get your water. All right. Get your water. We're going to get this water intake here. We're going to get this water intake. All right. So listen, number one, again, I'm not making this stressful, because again, this is getting you ready for your new week. You don't need to be stressed out. That's one thing I'm I've experienced a lot of stress in my life, and especially in this last few decades, right? And I want to get back to not being stressed out. I'm a Cali girl, and Cali people, we didn't stress out like that, right? We walked around with our can of Coca-Cola, and a fur coats and blue jeans on a crisp day. We stress out, right? We stress out, right? So I'm just wanting to get back to that. And I'm finding myself getting back to that place of just not stressing out. And even as a coach, I don't want to stress out my clients, right? So if I say I don't want to stress you out, I'm not trying to be stressed out, right? This is just that weekly pause before the new week. So you can have something just to say, you know what? We're going to enter this week. We're going to enter this new week on a non-stressful path. Let's do that. All right. So number one is pause. Pause. Right. The thought is, before I move forward, I need to pause and acknowledge where I am. Pause and acknowledge where I am. Right. So I have 3 pointers for you. Right. Number one, a new month gives us room to breathe and reflect. Before rushing into what is next, take a moment to ask, where am I right now? A lot of times, and I used to be a planner. I still plan. I like to be organized. I keep everything organized, right? But there was a time where I stressed my organization, right? I had to have everything in place, and I could not function if it was not organized, if things were not on the calendars, or if I just did not have that checklist. And I found myself lately, He's put me in this pause and pivot season, and where I still have my organization, right? I still have my checklist and I still have my calendars. But guess what, y'all? I'm not stressing out over it anymore like that. Yeah. And it is doing a wonderful good for me, because I needed that moment just to ask, where am I right now? Living in that moment, living in this moment for this day. I even start telling people, enjoy this day. Some may get it, some may not, but enjoy this day. But it's really for me. I've had to learn how to enjoy this day, this moment, right? He says it, give me this day, right? Our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. So I've had to step back with this pause and pivot, and that's part of it. Number one is pausing, just giving yourself that room to breathe and reflect. All right. Number two, you do not have to pretend you are further along than you are. God is not asking for performance. He wants honesty, surrender, and trust. A lot of times we are moving about, we're trying to do things just for that performance, just trying to keep up with the Joneses, or trying to keep up with social media, and making yourself look busy, or making yourself fill up your calendar. One thing I've learned, I don't like the term anymore, booked and busy, right? And I get it. I get what the booked and busy is all about. But a lot of times we've taken that phrase, and we're running with it and not realizing booked and busy, but you don't have any time to pause. And so we have to be careful with that. Yes, I want to be booked, but I also want to be booked and balanced. Booked and balanced, meaning I will have some time to pause and to reflect and to understand what is happening with my day, with my business, with my personal life, right? So I want to be booked and balanced. And like I said, I get the whole booked and busy. I'm not shaming anybody, right? Y'all know over here we don't do no shaming. But what I'm saying, for me, I had to change that around, booked and balanced, because I want to make sure that I am, like, I'm not going to be in the falsehood. I'm not pretending like I'm doing all these things, and then I'll spiral out of control, because guess what? I'm unbalanced. It will happen. It will happen. Number three, God can meet you right where you are. You may not be where you plan to be, but you are not outside of God's reach. So again, don't think because you're pausing that something is wrong. Don't think because you're pausing something is wrong. It's not. This is where God can meet you, because now it's like, okay, I have some time. I'm reflecting. I'm slowing down. I can hear what he's saying for the next step, for the next move that I need to go in, right? So it's like, again, don't think God has, when he pauses you, because it wasn't me that paused me, it was God that paused me. It's like, hey, oh, wait a minute, I need you to slow down, pump your brakes. And that's what he had to do. He had to help, he had to pump my brakes because I wasn't going to do it. You know why? Because the mindset was, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. No matter what's going on, I gotta prove that I can keep going. I gotta prove to folks that, listen, that no matter what's happening, Trinette got to keep going. I'm strong. I'm resilient. I can do this. But God was like, no, you can't. And what did he do? He made me pause. Not stop, but he made me pause. And in this pause and pivot season of my life, I've learned how to shift some things. He's helped me to shift, including the mindset. He's helped me to shift some things where it's like, okay, I can breathe. The world is not over. I can breathe. I can reflect. I can think. I can hear what he has to say. I'm telling you, that pause and pivot, it is amazing. It is beautiful. It's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It can be challenging, because guess what? That means you don't have any control. Mm-hmm. That's that control factor. Had to take a little sip. Don't forget to sip your water now. Mm-hmm. That's that control factor. So when we have to sit with it, we have to pause. It is like relinquishing the control. And it's like, okay, here I am, God. I'm surrendering everything to you. I'm going to pause and wait for you. Yeah. So basically, all what I'm saying is, starting where you are is not failure. It is honesty wrapped in faith. Because this is where your faith kicks in. It's if it's not there, if it's somewhat there, this is where your faith is going to increase. That's what it is. It's going to increase. It's like, oh, okay, I'm really out here trusting God. I know we say it and we sing in the songs, out here trusting God, like all this stuff, right? But do you really trust God in this pause and pivot season? It's easy to trust them when things are going good, or when you have control, when your finances are together, when you have your benefits, when you have everything in place, when your family's acting right, when your spouse is acting right or whatnot. You might have a few bumps here and there, but you got some control. But when he completely tells you to step back and to pause so that you can move forward, you got to trust him because you can't see it, right? So for me, I had to, oh, okay, Lord, I don't see it. I don't understand what's going on, but I got to trust you, because Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I know the plans I have for you. Not me, because my plans were totally different. But I have the plans. He has the plans for me, right? So that's all it is. Starting where you are is not a failure. It's not a failure. You don't have to start over. You don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel or whatnot. You're going to start where you are because you've paused. Okay. And pivoting is going on, and it's okay. It's okay. Number two, position. God can work with small beginnings and small steps. Listen, number one, do not despise the small things. I know we look at, things and we were like, oh, well, that's just minor. That's not big, like such and such, announcement, or that's not a big move. That's not a big money making move or whatnot. Listen, don't despise the small things. And what I mean by small things, you may think it's small to other people. And again, that goes back to, who are you doing this for? You doing it for the people, or you doing it for him? Whatever you're doing, it needs to be for the glory of God. So when you say, "Oh, that's really minor," I ain't tripping. No, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Small beginnings and small steps. Again, they may seem small to you, but they are huge. Taking a break is major, especially when you need to rest physically and mentally. When you need to rest, that's major, right? When you have whatever the case may be, whatever, if you think it's small, it may seem small to you, but it's not. It's really working for your good. It's working for your good. So don't despise the small things, the small happenings in your life. Don't do that. All right. Small does not mean insignificant. God can bless what looks small when it's placed in his hands. Going back to what I was saying, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for the people? You doing it for the people? Or are you doing it for him? Now, this is for the believers. Are you doing it for the him, or are you doing it for the people? Because if you're doing it for the people, you're out of order. You're out of order. I'm telling you. So let me take another sip of that. hmm That water is refreshing. It's good. hmm Number two, small steps still count when God is in them. The step may look big to others, but if God told you to take it, that's all that matters. So again, keeping your eyes focused on what he told you to do. Remember when he told Noah to build that ark, y'all didn't think that was big? That was huge. That was a huge step. That was a huge step. But he had to be obedient and he had to do it, right? So the step may look big to others. It may look big to you too. But if God told you to take it, that's all that matters, to do it. Those small steps. Yeah. Number three, position your heart to trust God with what you have right now. Use the faith, strength, resources, wisdom, and grace you have today. Again, don't try to move ahead of your plan. Allow God to do that for you. That's what he's positioning you. He's positioning you. So basically, simple, do not despise the small step. Sometimes that small step is where God starts building the next thing. And take another sip on that one. Again, don't despise what you think is small or too big. You may be like, oh, that's too big. I can't do that. I'm not getting to do that. But it's not. God is going to equip you with what you need for that. He's going to give you the resources. He's going to give you the strength. He's going to give you the faith. He's going to give you the wisdom and the grace to do it. But don't despise the small steps, because he's working for your good. He's working behind those scenes. You just have to what? Go back and trust him. You got to go back and trust him. All right. Number three, press. I can press forward. And what you say, I can press forward without carrying shame, pressure, or comparison. Y'all, that comparison is a thief. It is a thief. I have my scripture up, Galatians 6:4-6, about comparison. It is a thief. Number one, forget what is behind. Do not let yesterday's delay, disappointment, or interruption hold your heart hostage. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there are some things that you're thinking about that may have happened in the past week or whatnot, and you're like, okay, gosh, I didn't want that to happen, or I hate that happened. Like I really was not anticipating for this thing to go left or whatever. You can reflect on that. But what I'm saying is don't get stuck in that. Don't get stuck in what happened in the past. What that because it's done and over with. What you can do is move forward. Say, okay, you know what? Let God what lesson did I need to learn from this? What is it that I'm supposed to do from this? Give me insight. I'm going to trust you because I did not like how this happened last week or last month or last year or whatnot. What's going on? That's when you have to go to him. And so you can move forward. So it's like I can't change you can't change anything that's in the past. You really can't. You really can't. You just can't. So what do? You move forward. All right. Number 2, strain toward what is ahead. Keep your eyes forward. God still has purpose in front of you. Again, he has purpose for you. He's not you're not going to be able to get anywhere if you keep staying backwards, if you keep going backwards. You're not. You're not. So you have to move forward. Okay? Move forward. Number 3, press toward the goal with grace and faith. You do not have to run. You can walk with God and still arrive on time. Basically, it's not a race. It's not a race. Who are you racing against? Who are you competing against? Who are you trying to prove it to? That's what I'm saying. Are we doing it for people or are we doing it for God? Because if you're doing it for people, then yes, you're going to be proven. You're going to be trying to compare and compete and all of that. But if you're doing it for him, you're going to press that towards that goal with grace and faith and whatever he has for you. So basically, what I'm saying, you do not have to start over in shame. You can start where you are and press forward with grace. We don't allow ourselves enough grace, you guys. We don't. We do not allow ourselves grace. And I don't know why we don't. And I'm guilty of that. I'm just learning how to give myself grace. We would give everybody else, I would give everybody else grace except for myself. But on this pause and pivot, I've been learning how to do that. I've been learning how to give myself grace in this season. I've been learning how to not compare myself. Yeah, let me take a sip of water. Because it can rob you. It can rob you of the joy. All right. So listen, as we move forward in this new week, new month, and new quarter, ask God, where am I right now? Where am I right now? What is it that you want me to do right now? I know the plans that I had, they didn't go quite well. A whole lot of stuff happened or something, it threw me off, and I don't want to start over. I don't want to go backwards. I want to start where I am. So what is it that where am I supposed to be right now? Right? What small step are you asking me to take? God, what small step are you asking me to take that's going to move me forward? I'm trusting you, God. And listen, be honest with God. Be honest. Don't sit and fake the funk with him because he already knows. But be honest with him. But like, Lord, I'm not sure of how this all works because I want to do X, Y, and Z. But I got to trust you. And so I'm surrendering X, Y, and Z. I'm going to listen to you. And what small step are you asking me to take right now? and let me be okay with it because it's your will. What do I need to stop comparing, carrying, or forcing? Ask him. Ask God, what do I need to stop comparing, carrying, or forcing? Again, I had to ask God to help me. And every day I'm asking him, Lord, help me to not compare myself with anybody else, with any former colleagues, with any other coaches, with any other friends. None of that. Let me not compare my journey, my walk, my business, my personal with anybody else, because you have the plans for me. And it's going to it looks totally different from everybody else. So ask him that, right? Ask him that. Do not despise where you are. Do not despise the small beginning. Do not despise the quiet step, because you will have a quiet time. There will be some quiet time. Trust me, there will be some quiet time, because you're going to have to sit with God, and you're going to have to sit with yourself, with him, and understand to grasp his plan for you. Because again, remember, you're surrendering. So start where you are. Use what you have. Use what you have. Trust God for what's next. Right. Don't despise humble beginnings. Don't. Trust me, those humble beginnings they are major. They are golden. And again, to other people, it may be looking like, okay, oh, okay, that's where she is after all this time. Oh, okay, she ain't get to. No, 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 no. Again, you're not listening to people. You're listening to what God has for you. And if he tells you to be quiet, if he tells you to get still, get somewhere and sit down, then that's what you need to do. Trust me, that's what I had to do, and still doing it. And when I tell you, life has become more clear for me. And it is, I have this clarity now. I'm not all over the place like I was before. Why was I all over the place? Well, because I was trying to handle things myself, because I was putting myself on a timeline. I was comparing my journey with everybody else. I was comparing my business with everybody else. I was listening to other folks, and it had me in a chokehold. I started spiraling out of control in my mind. And guess what? It was reflecting, it was coming out through my business. It was coming out personally. It was coming like it, because that's not what God wanted me to do. What you say? The preacher just talked about this today, not needing affirmation from others. Hey, coach. What's going on, girl? I thought that was you, intensive care. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's like that needing the validation from others about what God has for you, what he's telling you to do. It's not going to make sense. It's going to seem like to others like, dang, you slow, you just now fifth year in your business and you ain't got nowhere, this, that, and another. But when I tell you everything is going to align with his vision for you, it's going to align. It's going to be on purpose. When I tell you, I cannot wait for I actually get to share my 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 full journey with you all these past 4 years. I really cannot wait to share that. And if Lord's willing, next Sunday I will be sharing some things that's aligned with this, right? You got to just trust God in this path. You just got to trust God, because he's going to align everything for your good. And it's going to be on purpose for his glory, not for yours, because I was out of order. Not that I wasn't doing it for him, but I lost focus because, again, I'm trying to prove to everybody else that I'm not behind. I'm going to get some clients. I'm going to do this, that, and other. I got all of this stuff in place. Why am I not moving like I supposed to? Why can't I get a job? Why can't I do this? Like it was just spiraling. And it wasn't until this pause and pivot season, he had to sit me down. He had to knock everything off my desk. He had to knock everything off my desk. It was like one of them Steve Harvey swipes. Back in the day, he did this thing. He would swipe the desk like it was just swiping it. Like he was telling me. He wasn't telling me to start over. He was like, no, you're not going to start over. Because that meant I would have had to go way back to the beginning of, no, that's not what he wanted. But he wanted me to start from where I was. And guess what? The clarity was there. I had to reorganize some programs, some of my products, my services. I had to just start from where I was, right? He showed me some things. He gave me new insight. But I had to trust him. He is very intentional, Coach Latressa. He is very intentional. And that's where you have to be honest with him. So before you go into this new week and continue in this month and this quarter, ask God. Ask God these questions and more. What is it that you want me to do? Where is it that you want me to be? Where do you want me to start from? Because again, you may think it's small, but it's not. Those are those humble beginnings. Don't despise the small things. Because what he has for you is for you. And don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about what people are thinking, because again, who are you doing it for? And that's something I had to keep asking myself. He had to show me, who are you doing this for? Who are you trying to prove this to? He told me where to go. He told me to switch platforms. I'm like, okay, Lord, here I go again. But I didn't say it like that. I was like, okay, Lord, I'm going to trust you. Before I was like, Lord, I'm tired of doing this, that, and other now. I'm da-da-da, right? I'm being honest. I was like, Lord, I'm tired of doing this. But he didn't tell me to do that before. He told me to do it this way. And I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. He told me to take my eyes off of people, friends, colleagues, family, all of that, and just focus on what he has for me. If it's one person in the room, if it's nobody in the room, I have to keep doing it. I have to show up for him in this space. People know it's Sunday SoulCare. People know it's Talk It Out Tuesday. People know I got a website, but who am I doing it for? I'm doing it for him, not the people. So he will realign your vision, as Latressa say. He will realign your vision with his. And that's what, because I was like, Lord, I have everything. You gave me this vision. He gave me the vision and I was rolling with it. But guess what? I got knocked off my game because I got discouraged. I got disappointed because I'm looking at everybody else. I'm listening to folks. And sometimes it's the folks in your own backyard. You have to literally shield your eyes and your ears and your mouth. Every day, I'm covering my mind. I'm covering my ears. I'm covering my eyes. I'm covering my tongue. I'm asking God to shield me from the naysayers, the doubters. I don't do the whole hater thing, right? I don't do all of that. But there are people that, again, that won't believe in what you have. But again, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for God or are you doing it for the people? And you have to be honest with yourself. And you say, God, I'm not understanding this journey. I don't like what's going on. but I know that I got to pause. I know that I have to get positioned, and I know that I have to press. I know I have to press. I have to pause, position, and I have to press. But this time, everything is going to be aligned with what you have for me, not press my way, not position my way, but what you have for me. Okay. So again, you got to trust God for what's next. All right. So before you again, you go into this new season, new month, continue this month and go into the new week. Which says still do the work like it's 100. Yes, like literally, especially converting this tongue up. Listen, the tongue, like you gotta just hold. I'm like, God, hold my tongue. But that mindset, it has to shift. It has to shift. God gave you the vision. He gave you the talent, the skill. So don't you think he's gonna do it for you? So wherever platform you on, whatever you're supposed to do, you show up in excellence, and you just do it. Like I said, if it's 0 on here or if it's 100,000 on here, I gotta show up. I gotta do it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So listen, I want to leave you with this prayer. And again, you can insert yourself in it. I want you to feel like you were talking about me. Listen, listen, Coach Latressa, let's get to it. God, we can't keep sitting on our gifts. We can't keep sitting on our talents that He has given us. And yes, you may look at other people. You know how many coaches, you see how many businesses are out there. I saw this quote, and I think it's like the industry may be oversaturated with, in the same business. It could be coaching, it could be therapy, it could be whatever. Look at the bread aisles. Literally, that is a great example. It could be oversaturated, but if God gave you to do what He asked you to do, then we can't look at the other loaves of bread. When you go to the grocery store and you literally look at the loaves of bread, even not even just the bread, but look at the barbecue sauces. Y'all know I'm a barbecue girl. Look at the barbecue sauces. You got shelves of different kinds of barbecue sauces, right? Salad dressings. How many ranches out there? How many companies with ranch? Thousand out. What you call it? Italian, French. How many? You got when you look at the cereal. How many Fruit Loops do they have? Cocoa Pebbles, even the generic, like literally, when you look at all of that, is out there, right? And they still selling. And I was thinking about that when I was in the grocery store, and I just, I'm going up and down the aisle, and I'm looking at all of the items. It's not just one box of spaghetti, pasta mix on the shelves. It's not just one loaf of bread. It's not just one can of soup or whatnot. It's not just one box of cereal. Even down to y'all know I love my coffee. It's not just one coffee, one type of coffee. You got shelves. So, yes, we may be in a field of the industry of coaches and therapists and consultants. It may seem oversaturated, but guess what? God has equipped you with whom you're supposed to serve. And that's something that I've had to learn in this pause and pivot season. He's going to send me the clients that I need to serve. He's going to give me what I need for what He has given me, the calling that He has given me, just like He did when I was in education. He's going to give me that. right? But again, we have to pause. We have to get position and we have to press forward, not go backwards. Not go backwards. Because if you go backwards, that means you're starting over and you're not trusting him. You're saying, oh, your plans don't make any sense, Lord. And I don't have no control over your plans. And I'm not liking this. Literally, that's what you're telling him. I don't like your plans. And I'm telling you from my transparency, I told God I did not like his plans for me. Let me take another sip of water. I'm like, oh, Lord, I don't like the plans you have for me. I don't, because I don't understand them. Now, mind you, my scripture is right here, but I did not like the plans he had for me because my plans had me X, Y, and Z. I had it all mapped out. But you see what they got me, right? Yeah, let me take another sip of water. You see where they got me? Mm-hmm. Trying to do it my way. So what did I have to do? I had to pause. I had to get in position so I can hear him and understand even the small things. Don't despise it. And I had to literally press forward. I had to say, okay, God, I'm ready to move forward. This happened in my life last week, last year, last month, but I'm ready to move forward. Would you say I mentioned this to my client and now my words coming back to me, right? Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like it's relinquishing that control totally. It's totally relinquishing that control. Oh, hey, Renee, is that you? I can't listen. Okay, let me put my glasses on. I'd have made it all the way through, y'all, without my glasses. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. But yeah, you have to relinquish that control. I'm telling you, I had it mapped out. And that's why I was all over the place. I was frustrated. I was getting frustrated. I got mad. I got angry. I got depressed. I'm being Sunday SoulCare is about being transparent. And that's the only way you're going to be able to move forward when you got to be honest with God. I had gotten depressed, discouraged. I had given up because I'm like, everybody else is moving. And I got everything here. I done took classes after classes, courses after courses, all of this stuff. Lord, what's going on? Even in my personal life, I'm like, Lord, what is going on? And he just had to say, he's like, listen, I just need you to step back. Just step back and trust me. Because I know the plans I have for you to prosper you, not to harm you, not to confuse you, not to depress you, not to discourage you. His plans are not going to do that to you. That's how you know you're out of order. That's how you know when you're out of sync with God. If you're depressed, discouraged, feeling lonely, all of that, that's because we're not operating in his plans. And again, I'm talking about me. I had to be transparent because I wasn't operating in his plans. Yeah, he runs the plans. He literally runs our plans. We just have to pause, get in position, and press forward. And it's really easy. We've made it complicated. Why? Because we want control. We want control. That's all. We want control. But I want y'all to, if you have not gone into the grocery store, even when you go online and you see clothing stores, look at things that have like multiple shoe stores, shoes, clothes. How many t-shirts? I'm a t-shirt queen, right? And I look at my closet, I'm like, I got t-shirts on top of t-shirts, and I've purchased them from different people, right? But guess what? People still created the t-shirts and they still sell them, right? Think about that. So the industry may seem, and I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about from a business, it's entrepreneurs too, because this was very relevant for me in my business world, but it spilled over in my personal. So that's why I'm talking to you from that perspective, because I had gotten depressed from it because things were not moving. My personal life and my business, it was not moving because I was comparing myself. I was stuck and I was like, I don't want to start over, but then I found myself starting over. And God is like, I didn't tell you to start over. You're going to start from where you are. I'm going to start you from where you are. I didn't tell you to go backwards. I'm going to start you from where you are. I just need you this time to trust me. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. And let me tell you, every day I have to die to self to trust him more and more every single day. Give me this day. So when I wake up, give me this day, Lord. What is it that you want for me? What is it that you want me to do? And that's what I do. Now you can still have your plans. I still have, organized as a business. I still have things in plan, but guess what? I give those plans to God. Still got my clipboard. I'm ready for the new week, as you should as a business owner. You're supposed to be ready for the new week. But also, when I did these plans, when I do my weekly plans, guess what? I'm praying over my plans, and I'm like, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? Here it is. Okay. So thank you. So listen, here's a prayer for us tonight. And again, you can feel free to insert yourself in it. But so I want you to just really, really ask God, talk to God about where you are. Talk to him about where you are and where he wants you to be. And don't that comparing thing, and I'll be talking more about that too. That comparing thing, listen, you are God's chosen. And if he told you to go out here to do that thing, then do it. He's going to give you what you need, the resources, the wisdom, the faith, the grace, everything that you need to do that. He knew what he was doing. He knew there was 100 plus loaves of different brands of bread out there. He knew. He knows. He knows there's 100 plus bottles of ketchup out there. He knows there's over 100 plus bottles of barbecue sauces. He knows. So you think he just gonna throw us on out there and not equip us and not like do it for us? Think about that. Dear Lord, thank you for meeting us right where we are. Thank you for reminding us that we do not have to start over in shame, pressure, or comparison. Help us pause long enough to acknowledge where we are, position our hearts to trust you with small beginnings, and press forward with grace and faith. Lord, teach us not to despise the day of small things. Help us forget what is behind and press forward toward what is ahead. Give us peace. Give us peace for this new week, wisdom for this new month, and courage for this new quarter. We trust you with the process, the pace, and the next step. In Jesus' name. And let the church say, I can't sing enough. I can't sing, but I ain't gonna sing. I can't sing, y'all. But let the church say amen. That's our new series, Bible study series, the P2. Let the church say amen. But yeah. And listen, you guys, I thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do. I appreciate you. I appreciate the engagement. I really do. Thank you for sharing. Um, Come back next Sunday. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna reflect, and we're gonna reset. Okay. And guess what? You got it. You got it. You got it. So listen, I thank you all again so much. Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you. Praise God for your message. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Latressa. Love this. Keep pressing. Yes, I want y'all to keep pressing. I want y'all to keep pressing. And listen, before we log off, quickly put your websites in the chat. You know how I do. Put your business name in this chat. Even though it's Sunday SoulCare. Listen, this is a business. And I think I have a reel that's on my Facebook page that's coming. And I think I got it scheduled for after this. But make sure that you put your business where it, because listen, this is what we do. This is what I do. This is what my parents taught me. And this is what God gave me. So if y'all can quickly, before I log off, put your business name in the chat, and so that we can support you and show you love and so forth. All right. Because again, if God gave it to you, God gave it to you. He's going to equip you with everything that you need. Everything. You ain't got to worry about it. I know it sounds like, oh, that's no, 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 no. If we say we trust and love God, we got to trust and love, and we got to roll with him. He got us flowing. We got to roll with that flow. Okay. All right. I don't see it, Latressa. Put it in the chat. Or if y'all don't put it in this one, like I said, I have a reel that's about to be posted. Make sure you put it in is for business owners. Put it in there. That's the only way we're gonna do this, y'all. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can't see on this end. Okay. So I am praying for you all. I am rooting for you all. And listen, I'm proud of you all. Keep pressing forward. Keep pressing forward. No, I don't see it. I don't. You know what? This is YouTube. I don't see it. If you see it on your end, it'll probably come up because it'll still be in the replay. But if not, you make sure you do it on my Facebook page as well when you see the reel. Okay. All right, you guys. I thank you so much for joining me. And we gotta believe. Y'all see my sign? Gotta believe. Gotta believe. Oh, I'm so challenged. Gotta believe. All right. All right, you guys. I love you. I really do. Peace. Bye.